Back. Here we go. Okay. Get ready. Get set. The big guy. Do you have anything bigger than the 7-quart roaster?
Not in a cast iron roaster, no. This is the biggest size that we have. And I love this cast iron roaster because number one, you can see the depth on there. You can see the wide signature handles that not only have the Le Creuset branding, which is beautiful, but at 7 quarts, this is a big roaster. You want that maneuverability around the stove. So I love this. It's deep enough to do lasagnas, casseroles in, but not so deep that you can't get in to turn the roast around in. This is the quintessential roaster shape. It will fit a turkey, it will fit a prime rib, it will fit whatever you need, but it's also versatile on a daily basis. Because it's cast iron, you can use it on the stove, which is one of my favorite things about a roaster. When you need to sear something, when you need to sear a roast or sear steaks or chops or whatever, oftentimes you're reaching for a skillet, which number one, it's round and you have to do it in batches or your meat might not be big enough or you're trimming it. And number two, you're using one pan to then put it in something else to put it in the oven to roast it. Cast iron goes on the stovetop and sears just like our skillets, just like our Dutch ovens, except for with this amazing rectangle shape. So not only can you come in and do a beautiful tenderloin roast.
Well, there it is,
right?
bud.
Look at that.
There's no denying that on live television.
You want to put a roast down on your table, you want it to have this beautiful sear on it. If you spend a lot of money, you know, I talk a lot of times about our Dutch oven using low, tougher cuts of meat. You got to cook them low and slow, and it's great because they're cheaper. These roasts sometimes can get expensive.
Yeah.
Right? And you want to put it on the table with a beautiful sear, cooked to a perfect medium or medium rare, whatever your desire is. You're not going to get this from a single ply aluminum roaster. It will either scorch the outside or it will turn gray and steam your meat because it cannot hold on to heat like cast iron.
But so I mean, look at you just did all the steps because this is so gorgeous that after it comes out of the oven, you sear it, put it in the oven, and then you take it to the table.
Yeah. So what
you don't transfer that. Look at that thing.
What I would do here is put some whole shallots, some carrots, a little bit of stock in the bottom, some herbs, a bouquet garni. You don't need to cover this because we're doing a nice dry roast here. If you were doing something else that you want to cover, you can. And I would take this right to the oven.
Which you will right now.
Which I will right now.
And as you do, you get ready to do that. And I'll go through those
7 quarts. So I just want to show people again. It is a large roaster, but it's not so large that you can't maneuver it around, right? I'm still holding on to the large handles this way with the very big roast in it. So when you're bringing it to the table...
Want me to open that up?
Yeah, thank you, Rick. If you can just open that up, that'd be great. I'll pop this right here.
And there.
And then I'll
the magic of television.
Magic of television, something different. We're going to come right back out.
Boom.
Land this here.
Wow, look at that.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
Lasagna, right?
Oh,
So this is the
man.
quintessential
lasagna
pan.
Man.
I'm gonna wait for it to cool
Perfect.
for a
Crispy
second
edges on there.
before I cut into this and do another quick demo on something. But I will talk about the shape for lasagna. This is my favorite thing for lasagna because of the depth. You get lots of layers, and because of the cast iron, like I showed before, you can brown your meat in this vessel for the lasagna. Take it out, build your lasagna back. You don't need another pot.
Before you go any further,
sorry.
I'm going to go through the colors here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cerise. So the cerise is the big red, beautiful, beautiful cerise. Artichoke, that's the green, that's right up front. Next to that is that oyster color, which is aptly named beautiful. And then we do have a blue one, the Marseille. I've got it right back here. I'll grab, I'll show. This is the Marseille. Marseille, that's beautiful. The blue. It's blue in France, right? Cerise red. Artichoke green, oyster is that gray, and this is the Marseille.
Beautiful.
Okay, awesome. And now here comes the mother of all lasagna.
Showing again, so as that roast would come out of the oven, look how beautiful this is. The beautiful sear on the meat. The vegetables that we added halfway through around are nice and crispy, but not seared. That's the cast iron giving you flavor, building you flavor. You pull this out of the bottom, you could do a nice pan sauce on this. Again, the roaster goes right on the stovetop, so you don't have to worry about using 2 different things. And
great.
Let's say you're doing multiple chops at one time. Typically, you're having to go through multiple batches on a skillet. You could put 4, 5, 6 of these pork chops in here. Look at how beautiful I got that golden brown sear on these. I dare anybody to try to do this in their roasting pan at home that is not cast iron. They will burn or they will get gray and steam out. You need the heat retention of cast iron to be able to sear and get this delicious golden brown flavor on there.
So silly question. From what it does with food, the stock pot and the roaster are doing the same kinds of
They
things.
are doing the same thing, and it's because of the heat retention of cast iron. So same material. Again, Rick, we've been using it in the same factory for 100 years. Same heat retention. That's where you get this beautiful golden brown pork chop, the crispy bits of the fat on the edge. That's the heat retention. The next thing is the enamel glaze on here. So all of this fond that's in the bottom of the pan right there, we're gonna release that into our sauce, into our pan sauce, back into our food. Or if you don't, you're just cleaning it so easy because the release is so easy on there.
Right.
That's what sets us apart.
Saucepan, by the way, is coming up in a little bit. Stay tuned. That's made in France. We've got that coming up, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be the star of the second half of the hour. Welcome into it. It's all about Le Creuset, all about this extraordinary story. It's now 100 years old. So the thing about, what is it about collectors now? Because this is a collector's piece again, right?
It is.
People get into the brand and they keep it going. It's status, it's fun,
well,
it's family, it's a lot of things in one.
It's all of those things. It's the beautiful colors. It's the feeling they get when they bring it to the table. But at the end of the day, it's the food, right? It tastes good. It looks good. It gives you confidence in the kitchen, so you want to go back to it. You don't feel like, oh man, I'm going to mess dinner up and everybody's going to hate me or my friends aren't going to like me because I burned the pork chops.
In the last minute.
Look at how beautifully golden brown those are. That's why people keep coming back to it.
Give me 30 seconds on why that shape and the kinds of food, like a pork loin, for example.
So
Big prime
beautiful
rib.
roast in here. Longer roasts, turkeys, chickens. You can do 2 side-by-side chickens in this. Pork roast, tenderloins, long cuts of meat are perfect for that. Lasagna. This pan was made for lasagna also with the rectangular shape, many, many layers. You can use it like a sheet pan. I've got cold salads down there for an Easter buffet. If you have a potato salad or something, you want to keep it cold, use that to serve as well.
Okay, 51381. Marseille, that's the blue.